We thank Representative Dustin Burrows for welcoming the Chad Hasty Show on Lubbock Day to the state capitol. And joining me in studio right now, Representative John Frullo. Welcome back. How are you?
Good morning, Chad. Well, welcome back to you, too. And I liked your view better last time you were here.
Yeah,
Much better view.
I know. Well, we'll have to do that again, I think. I think we'll have to do that again. But you talk a little bit about some of your priorities going into this session.
Well, of course, the number one priority is taking care of Lubbock and the South Plains and, continuing to do that. One of the big priorities, of course, is the vet school out there. We worked on that last session, received some initial funding, and now we're taking that on to the next level. We, all know the need, and that's one of the big priorities, is just letting everybody know what truly the need is for our area and how big that item is as far as what it can mean to our area, the activity in the whole area, not just Lubbock, but outside Lubbock and going north, and the shortage of vets, and trying to meet that, as well as making sure that Texas Tech is taken care of. Of course, school safety is a big issue, property taxes. They've just gotten out of control and seem to keep getting worse. So working on that, making sure that we start making sense where people can someday maybe own their home again. Right now, it seems like you don't own your home even if you no longer have a mortgage, and that's absolutely crazy. It's not the Texas way of life. So,
right.
A lot of issues. Of course, personally for me, I've got a number of insurance bills that I'm working on. Human trafficking's always been important. Every session of helped with human trafficking laws, either making it more difficult, always making it more difficult for people to work in that horrific area, increasing penalties. It's and the work is paying off. We're starting to see it's coming to the forefront of activities, and people know that it's happening all over. It happens in Lubbock. It happens. 20% of the people trafficked in the United States go through Texas, so it's a big deal for us. A couple of things like e-bikes, making sure that, we make the laws make more sense. And, as people look at alternatives.
Do you want more freedom to scoot around? Is that what you're...
Well, not necessarily the scooters, but just to make sense to where we have laws that do make sense.
Sure.
And, people have more ways of getting around. And, I think that's important. So we have that, carrying a bill on, of all things, barbecue. What's more, Texas and barbecue, music and barbecue. And so, we're making sure that we, make the laws make more sense and, more with the way that, things are practiced.
Now, what is the barbecue bill? You threw that out there. What is the barbecue bill?
Well, it has to do with the weighing and the way the meat is sold.
Okay,
They're not doing putting an undue burden on the folks that are, selling the barbecue.
Sure.
So,
yeah. Well, you threw out barbecue. We want to know what the bill is.
Hey. Barbecue, guns, music, all important.
Man,
right?
This sounds like a great day.
it's it. Well,
you're
is Lubbock Day.
The fun legislation. That's what you're doing.
There is some of that, and education related. So it's going to be an interesting session. It's going to be fun. I think we've got a lot going on right now. We're at the 51st day. We got 89 days left. So I tell folks that it's kind of like the Richter scale. As you those days keep going up, the activity level doubles each day.
Yeah.
And as you know, and having been down here and watched it over a number of years, the activity increases. We're starting to hear bills this week in committee. The last day to file a bill is going to be March 8th. So without getting special permission, we won't be hearing bills on the House floor other than the emergency items outlined by the governor until March 11th. So, there's a lot of activity, a lot of dates to keep up with, and, it's so far so good.
All right. Representative John Frullo, is always good to see you. We'll get you back on the show pretty soon, okay?
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. We're broadcasting from the state capitol building on Lubbock Day.